My name is Christopher. I'm a teacher from England, from London, and I've been living in Russia for 3 years now, teaching English. And at Bigwig, I teach groups, usually upper intermediate or advanced groups for higher level students who really want to practice their pronunciation and high level grammar and phrases. And I also occasionally do special events and clubs at Bigwig. I actually studied Russian at school, and my grandfather was very interested in Russia. We had a lot of books about Russia, so I already knew something about Russian culture, Russian history, and I was very interested to come to visit Russia and to work here. I can speak Russian quite well, or okay now, so now I don't have any problems, but when I first came and I really didn't know much Russian at all, it was quite difficult. I don't know if we can put it on the camera. I used to say this dried bread, sushki. I used to say suchki, and it's not such a good combination. Perchatki. I used to get this word mixed up with pechenia. So one time I said, "Can I have some perchatki with my tea?" And everyone thought it was a very strange question, but I wanted some biscuits, some snacks. I think English people show small emotions more and Russians show big emotions more. So English people will smile on the street and smile to somebody in a shop or a cafe, and we can kind of laugh in public and we can whistle, svistit in public, and this is okay for us, this is normal, but for Russians this is a bit strange. But when Russians have very strong emotions, like they're very happy, they will really sing and shout and dance in the street even, and when they're sad they will cry and shout, and English people usually control these emotions more or only do it inside in your house. So when I first came here, I was very impressed by the positive attitude and the friendly atmosphere here, and I met a lot of people who helped me to become a better teacher and gave me some advice, and I hope that I was able to give other people good advice too. For Russian, some parts of English grammar and English construction are very unusual because you don't have them in Russian, and I think a good method to teach this, to explain it, is to always think about collocations and phrases. So sometimes there's not really a very good logic, or for Russians it's hard to see the logic. So for example, with perfect tenses in Russian, you don't have these kind of tenses, and maybe Russians will almost never understand truly exactly how to use it. So you have to just think about which situations, which patterns you use. If you say only, if you say just, you almost always use perfect tenses. If you're really serious about improving your English and you want to improve quickly and learn new words and learn new grammar and phrases all at the same time, then I really recommend trying to use as much of your free time or leisure time with at least something English. So even if you're just listening to English music when you're going to work on the metro or something, watching films either in English or in Russian but with English subtitles, or English with Russian subtitles, trying to talk in English, even if it's not with a native speaker. Even I say sometimes talk to yourself when you're cooking, you can just talk. This all helps you to practice.